Welcome back to episode 2 of Car Mechanic Sim 2015. 2 more vehicles, let's see what's coming up. Okay, running gear, so suspension. I've sped up a few sections here, particularly taking off wheels, putting on wheels, and I'll gradually speed up other sections as we go along. Okay, there she is. Let's load her up onto the rig and we'll get underway. Engine oil, throw it straight back up, and this one was suspension, rear shock absorber cap, rear suspension upper arm. I'm pretty sure I need to take the wheel off for that. I'll do this first, I think. Yep, no, I don't need to, that's good. So that's that one. Cap on that one. Excellent. Excellent. Let's see if I can repair any of that. Down this way. Worth a go. 68. Yeah. I'll hold that one for the moment. One, two, rear suspension, upper arm. Okay. Now I'd normally be on a little trolley here. I'm trying to do this. And across over to that one. And we'll do a check. All done. Oh, nice. Excellent. Rightio. There it is. Sorry about that. Need to line myself up quite accurately here. This job, I'm pretty sure, was oil filters. Get that off straight away. Done the oil. Drop that and put the new oil filter on. Pretty sure it's an i4. Yep, i4. You can use a surge component up the top there. After a while you'll probably find it's easier just to go straight to the item. Excuse me. Excellent. Done. Underneath. Drop it down. While that's coming down, let's bring in another one. Okay, so we'll just keep on doing this for a while. Do a few vehicles. When something new will always come along. What it does is it guides you through the type of repairs that are going to come up and lets you get involved in what's going on. Rightio. So the job is oil. We've drained the oil. We've changed the filter. Put in the new oil. Of course, I think this is probably the slowest part. Trying to work out how much oil goes in here. Like I said, I don't want to overfill it. And I don't want to just work on the one figure all the time. That looks good to me. Down she goes. All intact. $70. And you, sir? Front suspension wheel have to come off. Oh, sorry, wheel will have to come off. Lower suspension arm, rear wheel hub, and a rubber bushing. Okay. Now again, wheels would normally come off. I just want to have a look underneath so I can work out exactly what I need. That side, straight up, you can see that lower suspension arm there and the hub there, and if I go down the back I can click on that, F3, and I can see it's that one there. I'm just going to go do that right away because I have some spares. And this is why I have those spares sitting in my inventory. Bingo, done. Okay, so that's done. Ticked off straight away. Wheel hub. Let's have a little look, see if we can spot the damaged wheel hub. Across this side. There it is in there. You can just see the damage to it. Which side was I looking at just then? Yes. Pretty sure. Yep, there it is. To get that out, I do need to remove the brakes, remove the pads, the disc, and then I can get that hub out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. I will go and get this one over here and get rid of that. I'm going to try to repair and see if I can get to a reasonable level. If I get to 100%, I'll be happy. If I don't, then I'll just make sure I get minimum for the vehicle. Out with the axle, off with the brakes, out with the bearing, up with the hub. Off with the sway bar. Lower arm, I want to get rid of anyway. I do need to remove the cap and remove the suspension. Surprisingly, the spring will stay up there by itself, and I need to remove the tire bar there. Okay, that gives me that component. Rightio, straight to the repair bench. Oh, sorry. Make a habit of checking. 71%. If I'm lucky. Wasn't using that anyway, so that didn't help. I need to check my. Let's have a look. It's knuckle A, lower suspension and rear hub. Front and gear, front knuckle A, front lower arm, upper arm, lower arm, went right past it. Pretty sure that's it. Straight in underneath, back into assembly mode, and we can go back and assemble. A, hub, beautiful. Yeah, so yeah, this is available on Steam if you haven't seen it. There is a couple of options that go with it, a few add-ons, which I highly recommend you do get those add-ons, whether you get DeLorean or anything else now. I think it's about $3 or something, $3 or $4. Not much. We will see the vehicle shortly, and so I'll certainly make a judgment on that. I haven't actually seen it yet because I only added the add-on, and it hadn't shown up in my other game where I've just been building classics, rebuilding vehicles, going to the auction and repairing and upgrading them. I'll show you a few of those later on once we get more advanced with this one. Okay, I think I have everything in place. Oh no, there it is, my steering, I think. And wheel on. I know I did the bush straight up. That side looks good. Back to the rear hub. Just kick it in. And one of the good things about this game is you get a few which you could total strip out the whole vehicle and rebuild it. I recommend you do that if you get bored at any stage with just the small jobs. Do a full strip out, put it all back together, and then move on from there. Certainly makes it a bit more interesting. Then we go with our cap. Sorry about that. Block it down. Done. Okay, I'm fairly sure I did the bushes. Done. Down on the ground. Out the door. $4,000, 1K experience, and as I said, we'll just go here. I can go faster unbolting, faster assembly, disassembly, fast manual examination or tablet, or increasing my chances of repair. I really want the tablet, so I don't have to run around back and forth to the computer, which will make my life easier and yours a lot more easier to view. General running gear and repairs, no worries whatsoever, I'll take you. Straight on the rack, and oops, what was I looking for? Just to chuck a couple in. Just want to have them in there, and I'll take this next one as well. Okay, so this one's here. Let's take this one for a little drive. I'll just show you some of the other options. The problems with this one is just suspension, but I don't mind if we take it for a drive. I'm sure you're not going to complain. We'll take it down the test factory, take that, and take it around the actual track for you just to have a little look. It's available to use those at any stage during the game, so we could have been doing that all along. But in this early phase, it tells you what's wrong, it gives you a list of what you need to replace. Focus on learning your way around the actual vehicles themselves, and diagnostics can come a little bit later. Yeah, that's a really good game. Okay, so W and S to drive. W is for forward, P is a gearbox, but around here it's a little bit automatic. Bit clunky in the old gearbox. The steering is your AD. Don't worry about hitting anything. You don't damage the car. You should. That'd be cool. Through the Salem, I've run into all this stuff before. You see? Caused a little bit of an accident, but that's alright, it's not my car. Again, there'll probably be a good penalty system there. If I cause injuries, damage like this, I should get the bill to fix it. Okay. And I always have trouble up here with the brake. I don't know. I still have trouble with that braking. keep running into the end. Works sometimes, not others. Okay, so we're back from the test track. As you can see, it comes up with a list of all the components from the drive. The sway bar, the axle's around about 79%. This whole vehicle is only 79%, that wasn't our problem. We need to put this on the actual rack over there now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do these 2 repairs, and that will be this episode, and then we'll be back later with another one. I will speed up a few of these repairs if they're very obvious. I'm going to stick it on the rack. Front drive shaft, okay, definitely a work on this one. There they are. Straight out. There's one of the bushes up the back. And we'll probably find the other ones around the back here as well. Was there 2 bushes? Yeah. It doesn't look too bad, that one. There it is there. Okay, 2 parts required. Now the good thing is, I don't need to go anywhere. I've got my tablet, straight into the bodies, running gear, and rear arm. There, and the other was a rear sway bar, I think. Let's go for that. Oh, I got the right one. That was lucky. Oh, I can get away with that repaired one. Okay, and rear suspension arm must be on. Didn't like it. Oh yes, needed to be repaired one more time. It's too low. Concentration. In she goes. That's done. Wheels stayed on. Down she comes. Quick one, out the door. Done. This one, front drive shaft, rear suspension arm B, and rubber bushing. 63. And that rear suspension arm I had was 68, wasn't it? Beautiful. So I'll do that straight up. Oh no, it's this one. Then we go straight up. Wonder if I can repair one of those. Oh, she didn't like it. That one didn't like it either. Oh, that one didn't like it either. Okay, so looks like we're shopping. Rear suspension arm B, no good for us. Rear suspension arm B, thank you sir. Straight in. Front and rubber bushing. So while we're down here, let's have a look. There it is right there. Straight out, straight in. I should keep a few of those, as I said. Okay, up the front, and we'll have a look at the work here. There's the damage. You can see it right there. That's the drive shaft, which means these are coming off, which means the wheels are coming off. Can't get to the axles without it. Oh, don't need those off, I can still get to it now. One axle, around the other side. Two axles, beautiful. Underneath now. And we need to get the front drive shaft out. And I do hope I can repair this should be good. Risky. Nope, it's totally ruined. So we are buying a front axle. Front drive axle. Sorry, front drive shaft, that one. Righty-o, let's pop it in. Okay, and that is that one done. Check the order, looks good. Didn't use any oil, so I didn't drop any oil, so I don't need to replace it. On to the next one. Brakes, we'll do some brakes on the next video. Kick you up onto number 2. Kick you out the door, into the next fella, and onto the lifter there. Quick look. Quick look at what's required. It's steering and suspension. Okay, axles, drive axles, so the wheels are off the front there, rear shocks, sway bar, end links, inner tyres, sway bar, okay, so that one's going up on the rack. ABS module, brake caliper and a disc. ABS modules are in here. Straight around we go. There it is at the back. We are going to rip that off. Go to the brakes, ABS module, 2 components, very expensive, even in the real world, super expensive. Come on, you can do it. Okay, and the rest is finding the actual issue. I could do it with, it's a bit loud over there. I could do it with the car on the ground, well on the racks down low, but there's one component, there's one issue, disc and the caliper. I reckon it's going to be the same side. This will be a quick one. Let's get rid of it and out the door, get some money back. Yep, very obvious this one. Brake disc and caliper I think I've got anyway, but it never hurts to have them. Straight on. Pads are okay. There's the caliper. Excellent. Down she comes. Yep. Bonnet down. There we go. Excellent. Okay, so I'm just going to load a vehicle and that will be it for this episode. We'll be taking another brake job that will give you some greater exposure to the brakes. Brake disc, that's a rear, that's a front, and brake pads, straightforward. Okay, rightio, so we'll be back, and next time we'll be taking one down to the drag strip and letting it run down the line. Okay, we've got 1400 experience, 5,900 in the bank, heaps of parts to get rid of. Just before I do, I'll leave that. I will just get rid of these parts that are of no value. We can do it by their arrival, but I do it by condition. And I'll just go through and cull them out. We are getting money back. Okay, I've got a few bushes there. I know I'm going to need some calipers and I'm going to need some brakes. Okay, so I've got them on board. That's for that vehicle over there, and I just like to have them around. Just saves so much quicker just in and out. And I'll see you next episode.